Thank you, Pat Kilkenny. What a great day for Ducks. Thank you all for coming, and I'm sorry the site isn't bigger or safer to allow even more people to be here at a special event in the university's history. Special event because Phil Knight would recall, and I do recall, that our own parents helped pay special fees for the construction of Mac Court. It's that long ago when they were students, and the students paid for that wonderful then arena. And I do look at all this heavy equipment here, and I can only think some employment opportunity for me after retirement. This is my chance. But before I go any further, I want to acknowledge some very special people in our attendance. First and foremost, from the University of Oregon Tall Firs of 1939, I'm proud to introduce and to welcome Rear Admiral John Dick, who played on the Tall Firs. John. And I may add, although I think most of you know the history as well as I do, that he scored 13 points in that final NCAA championship victory over Ohio State. That's the functional equivalent of about 39 points today in a given game. Admiral Dick, it's wonderful to have you here, and what a tie to our living history you are and that you represent. Thank you. It's also an honor to recognize two elected officials who are present, and actually most of the rest of them are on duty, either in Salem or in the Eugene City Council goal setting. But we're honored to recognize a person who has been a help from the beginning, State Representative Paul Holvey. Paul. And Springfield Mayor Sid Lyken. Sid, I know you're here too. Thank you for coming. In reality, the opportunities we kick off today are opportunities for the entire university, the entire community, really the region. They're opportunities that arise from a heritage of winning that connects all the way back to the Tall Firs in 1939. These are the opportunities that arise, at least at a minimum, from young men and women, coaches and players, students and all Duck supporters. And they're opportunities that couldn't be realized without the deep commitment of donors, large and small, donations that really shout, "We believe in the University of Oregon." So putting our shovels to the ground today is really a gesture of thanks to everyone who understands just what the Matthew Knight Arena means to us. This ceremony is in particular a thanks to Phil and Penny Knight and others who understood that hopes have to be connected to reality. In this case, a beautiful new arena that can serve as a site for those hopes. And it is also a thanks to Pat Kilkenny, who stepped forward and offered leadership to the athletic department, for the entire Kilkenny family, who with generosity and timeliness also enabled our hopes to become our reality. That generosity goes beyond the normal, of course. It's extraordinary. And in recognition for what that generosity means to us and to our community, it's a great honor for me today to announce at this moment that the main basketball court of the arena will be named Kilkenny Court. This $5 million donation moves this project forward, and it's an example of the community-wide giving that's brought us to this ground today. It sets a fantastic tone for the future success of this entire arena endeavor. So to the entire Kilkenny family, and especially you, Pat and Stephanie, thank you, thank you. There's so many others to thank. The Fairmont Neighborhood Association, without whom we would have never been able to work through the complex concerns about parking, traffic, and noise. Thank you for the willingness to give your valuable input and to work with us from beginning to end. the Eugene City staff and council who have enabled us to move forward on an arena project in a timely way, a way that can make possible not only for us to complete the arena on time, but also will mean that hundreds of jobs will be filled locally at a time when such economic impact is sorely, really even desperately needed. And to the state legislature, the Oregon Legislative Assembly, whose support made it possible for us to find the vital piece of financial backing through bonds. Bonding that was achieved at the maximal time in terms of the market and its returns and its capacities. Bonding that enables us to be secure that this project is going ahead quite literally as we speak. Any project of this type, although this is the most massive public works project in the history of Wayne County, brings benefits beyond the project itself. I mentioned the economic impact. Take a conservative multiplier between 1.5 and 2. The design, construction, and development of this arena is expected to bring more than $300 million into this local economy in the next 24 months. Additional staff needed to run the arena will bring $829,000 annually. This is but one more way that we are a part of this community, indeed a mainstay of it. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, now we have a front door to the University of Oregon. But for that beautiful wrought iron but quite distant Dad's Gate, we've never had one. And now with the Alumni Center and the Academic Learning Center for student athletes to create a new face for the east and north sides of the campus, this face tells everyone that we are proud members of this community and that our hopes and our dreams are at one with them. I know that sometimes, and this is a personal statement, getting this project going over the last 10 years is something akin to extracting molars with pliers and without anesthesia. But what a great day to see it at its fruition at exactly the right time for a great future.